Hello everyone, we are live with SOW Ignition 48, and we are getting started with the kickoff of round 3 of the Onyx League in the Summer Grand Prix. I'm the Punk with me as always, the Devil D, and it is time for Wukon and Meiji Kaito to kick us off.
Yeah, that is going to be one hell of a match. These two have gone, have they ever wrestled before?
I feel like on the spot, I feel like I want to say they've been around each other a lot, but I don't know if they've ever had a singles match.
I don't know if they have either. We'll have to look into that at some point, but I was going to say they have been pretty strong in their runs in the Grand Prix so far. Both men undefeated in the first 2 rounds.
Yep, that will come to an end tonight. Someone has to lose. I mean, technically they could tie, but that's still not a win.
No, that would be, you would still be undefeated technically. You just wouldn't be, perfect record.
Yep, no shot at a perfect record, but something tells me that these two competitors aren't going to allow a tie to come into play. They are both hyper-competitive people. They both want that shot at Ryan Richardson and the World Heavyweight Championship. Wukon, I feel like especially, really wants to prove himself that he can be a main event player here, mostly known for challenging for the national championship.
Yeah, challenges that have not been quite successful, but he has been, like I said, on a tear here through the Grand Prix so far, beating both his first and second round opponents in, well, I don't want to necessarily say decisive fashion, because his match against Elijah Lee felt very close. And the match against Dakari was, as many would call, a meat match.
Meat.
But he's definitely never felt like he barely eked out a win. It feels like once he does win, it's clear why.
And of course, Meiji Kaito is Meiji Kaito. I mean, he is one of the best wrestlers on the planet, one of the best wrestlers on their roster. And he has been showing that off yet again in this tournament.
Yeah, wrestling genius, some would say, as he avoids the K-bomb for the second time. And it's a flashing elbow. Wukon looking to dominate the early goings of this match with the power game, which is a very smart tactic against a man like Meiji Kaito, a man who is so focused on the technical side of wrestling that the power game... Oh my God! Huge diving back elbow, and then immediately putting more pressure on the back with a stomp. Meiji needs to slow it down, and he's trying to do so there with an arm lock.
Yeah, Jay's power coming into play early here, possibly targeting that lower back of Meiji Kaito, which, if he's going to try and overpower Jay at any point, that could now be a factor. He's once again working that arm, I think, to possibly try and take out the K-bomb.
Yeah, I mean, you can't lift with those arms if you're in too much pain. That's almost all of Wukon's main arsenal down the drain. Even if he manages to land it, the impact will be completely softened compared to what it would be if his arms are at 100%. And here Meiji goes with that very unique snapmare, flying mare takeover into a flashing elbow, but Wukon's back up quick. And now he's caught him trying to pull him for a power bomb, but Meiji dead weighting him, not letting him get lifted.
Oh, but he gets splashed in the corner.
And we've already got 5 minutes gone in this match. Wukon sent to the outside, and it comes back into the ring. Does not really want to fight on the outside right now, which I can't necessarily blame him. I mean, it's not like Meiji utilizes any kind of dirty tactics in his matches, but you don't want to take those rougher bumps just in case. Especially not when you're up against somebody with the tenure of Meiji Kaito, and Wukon is handling this with finesse.
This could be a statement win, not only for Jay in this tournament, but for Jay and SOW as a whole. If he can pull out a win over Meiji Kaito tonight, I mean, for one, I would never have predicted it, but right now, he's getting caught in a couple submissions here. Overall, he's performing very well.
He's been dominating the early goings of this match, and Meiji as you can see, is now actively trying to slow back the pace and cut off the momentum that Jay Wukon was building. And Wukon with that spinning body slam twists him around. Not only does the slam have a huge amount of impact, but you are disoriented by being twisted. However, that wasn't enough to land the K-bomb. Meiji manages to fight out of it again. Now he lands a huge back elbow and tweaks the knee.
That just feels uncomfortable even sitting at the desk.
Meiji
now once again, we're going to the outside.
And this time Meiji catches him, tries to pick him up for a body slam, falls right on Meiji. Meiji takes a good impact there from that. Especially when you consider the amount of strength it took to lift Jay Wukon to begin with, to have him fall right on you. That's a very failed gambit from Meiji Kaito.
Oh yeah. I mean, Meiji took the fight to the outside and then almost got the count out win there, but I think he took the majority of the damage out there.
Yeah, I think in reality, the only reason that count got up to 8 for Meiji was because he had just landed that same back spin kick and then immediately got back in the ring. He realized that he was losing on the outside and had to get back inside. But now Jay Wukon is a little tired out from all the offense he was forced to use early in the match.
Now these kicks and strikes from Meiji Kaito are not going to make it any easier.
Give up.
Especially not when anytime Jay is down, he locks in one of these holds, not giving Jay time to breathe, not giving him time to rest, sends him to the corner. Jay's trying to fight back, but Meiji won't let him.
Nope.
Flashing elbow, looks for a pin, but immediately a break. Goes for another backbreaker.
Now Meiji Kaito going on a huge offensive run here, seizing the momentum away from everything Jay had done in the beginning of this match.
Here we go with a body slam, spinning body slam. Jay with another one as Meiji had immediately popped up. This will give Jay the time he needs to recover and fight back. Pounce!
Oh, pounce!
Jay Wukon getting his breath back in his lungs, keeping Meiji pinned down. And now he's got him up. Spins through, big bang attack! But Meiji manages to get the shoulder up. Huge elbow to the back of the head, rolls through, lifts him up, K-bomb! 1, 2, oh my God!
2.99999. Meiji Kaito to the figure 4.
He slipped right through, pulled him with the trip of the leg into that figure 4. Masterful counter from Meiji, who now goes up top, and it's a beautiful moonsault! Low drop kick takes out the knees. Once again, the targeting of the legs. It has always been a major point of attack when you're up against a bigger man to aim down the legs. Jay Wukon, though, responds with a massive lariat, goes for the cover, but Meiji kicking out at 2. And the crowd.
You can say they're justified.
Yeah, they are clearly feeling this match. Another low drop kick to the knees takes the big man back to the mat. And Meiji sends him to the corner. High knee. Sets him up, and now we've seen Meiji. This would be the 3rd time in the tournament if this cinches it. The shining star measured out of the corner. 1, 2, 3.
You can't be mad at Jay's performance, but you can't be surprised at the result of the match either. Meiji Kaito is now 3-0 in the Grand Prix.
All right, I mean,
Is it time to get some answers or what? Like, I mean, this question after question after question after question after question.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, I genuinely don't know what's going on with this group. There's the Beelzebub, there's Lilith. I'm sure Byron is not far behind this trio. Possibly more. Well, there's Kevin.
Okay, so he is in the paradise then, right?
I guess so. I mean, he's coming out with them. If he was just affiliated but not a part of, you would think he'd come out separately.
Especially, I mean, he's got his own music, for God's sake. I think he's got multiple teams.
Yeah, he's got two. He's got that, it's a really good song. It frustrates me that it's attached to his asshole of a man. But, oh, wait. The card says Kevin Daniels and the Paradise.
So there's more questions.
More questions.
I love questions. I'll say it as sarcastically as I can.
Whoops. Got to cut this out.
The Invisible Man! Back on!
Oh no. I'm gonna have to remember to cut that out in the later editing. Fuck. Well, here we go. Maybe they will actually answer something.
I doubt it'll come from Lilith. She loves her riddles, it seems. Also, are we getting it? Yeah, confusion. I don't know about concern for me, but confusion, yes.
Yeah, we got a lot of questions we are indeed burning to have answered. Thanks for the use of the fire imagery with all of your other nightmarish and imagery that you utilize. Got me stumbling on my words over here, man. What? I mean, what? They have a theme and, like, a graphic.
That's a very expensive ruse.
Yeah, like, what, did he hire a graphic artist just to put up something that he doesn't plan to keep using? Sounds like a lot of wasted effort. Nine months? Wait.
What?
Is he saying that...
I don't know if this is helping.
Yeah, is he really saying that Lilith and him have actually been working together literally from day one of them being in the company? Because didn't Kevin Daniels enter as Elijah Lee's manager?
Pretty sure he did.
Was that... How deep could that have possibly run if that was a ruse, too? I mean, it's not like Elijah thought that that was a ruse. They would have signed, like, a contract, right?
Yeah. Well, they'd have some work to do if that's what the Paradise's goal is.
Yeah, I mean, a lot. There's plenty of dominant forces here in this company. I mean, obviously, Death Row is dead. Killed by Death Row. Long live the Death Row that is part of the Paradise, I suppose.
Well...
I mean...
Wait. Do you think... Is this what the House of Troubles have always been warning people about?
There's no fucking way, right? Wouldn't they just say it? Why would they be so cryptic?
Because it's the House of Troubles.
I mean, yes, but like they wanted everyone to band together against a group that we don't even understand. If they knew something like this was coming, why wouldn't they warn us more directly? Instead of
they're assholes. They're also assholes. I don't know. Maybe it was also just a front for them because they also wanted to win all the championships.
Who knows, man? I mean, they had the tag belts, and then they lost them to this group, so if they were really trying to guard SOW from this paradise, they clearly did not do the job that they were hoping to.
And they're not doing great in the Grand Prix either.
No, currently 0-2 for all three members.
0-6 stable record is not grow.
Well, what? I mean, that's not untrue, but what? Oh God.
Not untrue?
I mean, it's a little bit
maybe exaggerated. A little exaggerated. Yeah, I mean they went pretty deep toe to toe. Oh.
Are we building the anniversary show now? All right, well now we have a women's national eliminator match between Hoshima Kimiko and Charlie Scene. I mean, Charlie has been doing a lot of these eliminators lately. And now we've got somebody from Shining challenging her, so that'll be interesting.
Again. So I don't get her thought process here, and I'm not just saying this because I'm a well-documented hater, you could say, but if she's trying to get her wins to face Kimura Aiko for the Women's World Championship, stop doing eliminators and defend your belt.
I mean, maybe her concept is she doesn't want to just win matches. She wants to beat people who are actual challenges.
But again, you know, if you're taking the Kastor approach to this championship, sure. But she seems like she's been very, very vocal and very transparent that she wants to cash it in which case, defend the damn thing.
Again, I mean, I can kind of understand both perspectives here in the sense of you want to get your 6 defenses, but you want them to be meaningful.
I wouldn't.
I mean, I would if I was a champion, but I'm not. Like, I wouldn't want my 6 title defenses to be against nobodies, and then I win the world title, and people think, oh, well, that's the person who cheesed their way up. Maybe that's what Charlie's thinking as well. Maybe she's doing this to prove that she not only can do it, but deserves to do it. You know, even though I don't think anybody will ever really like her at this point. Outside of her friends.
And I mean, if we're being truly real, there is a less than 1% chance that Charlie Scene at any stage of her career could defeat Kimura Aiko the way that Aiko is right now.
I mean, I can't necessarily disagree with that because I am one of the biggest Aiko marks you'll ever meet. And the current Aiko is the best Aiko I've ever seen in my life, so I don't know if there's anybody in the women's division right now that can beat her. At least nobody that is uninjured currently.
I mean, I feel like in terms of women who have beaten her in big matches in the last calendar year, and I mean big matches in like major title matches, is it just Bia?
Last calendar year? It's nobody.
Last calendar year. Well, I mean, if we go all through 2020, because you know.
You mean last, you know, year of the company? Because calendar year would just be 2025.
Yeah, I mean, the last 365 days.
Yeah, it would just be Bia, yes. I mean, at least for titles. If we're talking just in general, she's lost a few more times, including a match against Nishi Kazumi on Ignition back in our early days. But in terms of just title matches, yeah, it's just Bia. I mean, she went undefeated in the Grand Prix, made it all the way to the end and won. She then won the title and has defended it successfully against every challenger, including challengers she could never have prepared for, like Nakashima Kasumi. However, I mean, there are still women who she has not defended that belt against. Some currently out on injury, like Dia Keaton, and though, of course, Aiko has never lost to Eve Moreau, she also hasn't defended the title from Eve Moreau, so that's another name on that list. There's also La Sombra Altissima, Maria Ramirez, plenty of other names, even Do Hyun. Technically, Aiko hasn't faced her, I think, since the Grand Prix. Not in a one-on-one match, at least.
I think so, no. Though, of course, Do Hyun currently unable to face her.
She's getting close. You know, she's on match 9 now. She only needs one more. Or 2 more. She's on 9, so she's only 2 away. And I mean, she's been, lately she's been kind of grinding the indies like she did the first time, which I didn't think she'd do again, but I guess she's a little frustrated she hasn't been getting matches here in SOW, especially now that the Grand Prix is going, it's going to be hard. Not to mention, Charlie just brought in a chair. Just want to point that out real quick. Just casually set that in the ring. Hasn't used it yet, but it is now there, and I cannot imagine the intentions were to not take advantage of it.
I anticipate that she gets the opportunity to do what she does best.
Charlie's seen now facing off Hoshina Kimiko, mounting with the Shote strikes. But it's not enough to get Charlie to give up. And as much as it might suck or pain you to say or admit, it is hard to deny that Charlie Liechten has been very impressive lately. Almost every single match has been a fairly strong win for her. Even the last title defense where it felt like Keiko had her number, Charlie just kind of like decided the match was over and then ended it. Oh my God! Kimiko just used the chair. She just DDT'd Charlie right onto the chair.
Put her to sleep. Damn. I will never give Charlie sleep. So you will not have that come out of that.
Well, I will be the one to say it then that Charlie has very much, I mean, I've said it plenty of times now, she has clearly improved, and that improvement only seems to continue. Here we go with a backslide into an axe kick. It feels like she's gone from being that underling of Bia Quinn to her own wrestler.
She still handles things sometimes a little like her former mentor.
Well, it's hard to...
She can't say being like her. She sure has reminded us a lot of her.
You know, you can't kick every old habit. It said she wrestles a very... Oh my God, the deep root death driver from Hoshina Kimiko. Can that be it? She goes for the cover. But Charlie...
Nope.
Kicks free. And now Charlie's getting up top for that LGBTT. But now Kimiko surviving that. That's 2 DDTs from Kimiko and 1 from Charlie. And so far both have survived it. Charlie throws her to the center. And this is kind of reminding me a bit of the world record title defense. Charlie seems to have just woken up. And I said the match is over.
And that match would have been a quality title defense, but instead she made it an eliminator. So bravo, Charlie C.
I mean, I guess by that logic, you could say that maybe Kimiko didn't deserve the title match. I don't know. It's tough to say, because like the way Charlie has been handling this title run feels a lot like how you would want a champion to handle their title run. But she's well, I don't want to say a bitch, because that would be Bia's gimmick, but she's kind of just rude. Always.
She's
like,
not how you want to be champion. You can just say it. It's okay.
Her
it's
attitude
okay.
is not.
She just dropped some crazy curse words that, God, if this was in the YouTube feed, you won't be able to hear a single word she's saying.
I mean, like, again, she doesn't act in terms of on the mic or towards others like a champion, but then she wrestles like a champ. It's a very weird dichotomy.
And stop having eliminators, Charlie.
Oh, wait, has she not been picking her opponents so far?
I don't think she'd have the ability to.
Maybe that explains it. Well, the Grand Prix is now continuing with another match from the Onyx League. It is the House of Troubles once more, the Troubled Child, Z.C. Woods.
And this man is desperately looking for a win. He does not want to basically, I mean, falling 0-3 really makes it an uphill battle. Especially when you have Meiji Kaito at the top. 3-0.
Yeah, I mean, as things currently stand, with an 0-3, if you have an 0-3 record, your only hope of getting in is going 4-0 from there on, so being a 4-3 final record. And then
he can help too.
And everybody else will have to lose at least one more match. Or, sorry, everyone else will only be able to win up to 2 more matches. So, like, Johnny would have to lose 3 matches. Jay Wukon would have to lose 2 more matches. And then CC Woods would have to beat both. It would be a very difficult situation to be in. Even if Meiji, by the way, were to lose 3 matches and be 4-3, he's beaten ZC Woods, so the tiebreaker would go in Meiji's favor there. Essentially,
right now, we're going to have to see if Erren can improve to 2-1. Of course, he lost to Johnny King last week.
Yep,
and now he's looking to get a win here on Ignition, which is a TV show we're used to seeing Erren Payne win on.
Absolutely. Oh my God, Woods was looking for the end of troubles early in the match. That is a move we have not seen him land in a long time. Nobody lets him get it off.
It's become really well scouted by the entire division, it seems. But Erren Payne still has not spoken, by the way, since losing the Ignition Championship to Kevin Daniels at World Record.
No, he has not. But what I was going to say is it makes sense to have the end of troubles scouted because nobody's kicked out of it. I mean, if you get hit with that, that's basically the end of the match. So I guess it's logical for Woods to try and go for it as early as possible. But I feel like it might be a bit of a mistake to telegraph that so early in a match like this against somebody of Erren's quality. Oh,
there's that running knee bulldog combination. DC gets back up, but now they go straight to a strike exchange. I'm hoping we can hear from Erren soon. I mean, it's concerning. That man loves the spotlight. He loves talking to the fans. He normally doesn't turn down TV time, but last week did not utter a word to Kelly Day before his match.
No, and I mean, I'd be shocked if he was willing to do an interview tonight. He seems like he's quite focused on just wrestling in this Grand Prix. Which I can't blame him. I mean, there's a shot on the line for the SOW World Championship, and there's also opportunities to face some people he hasn't had the opportunity to face here in SOW. Erren Payne's never faced Ryan Richardson.
That's true.
In order to get there, he's going to have to at least win his way into the semifinals. Because they're not in the same bracket. They won't wrestle in this Grand Prix unless they're both in the semifinals. Or the finals.
A long road to get there.
Yeah, they sure do. I mean, for Erren, a win here would be a good step in the right direction. He'd be tied with Jay Wukon in terms of total points. And they haven't had a matchup against one another yet, which means that a tiebreaker match, which will actually be in round 4 of the Grand Prix, would be, oh my God, that kick busted him wide open. I was gonna say, the match for Erren and Jay would be next week, so the tiebreaker between them would be immediately decided right after, not next week, sorry. It'll be later this week in round 4. Because next week we start round 5 of the Grand Prix.
Yep, so you definitely make sure that you guys are not missing any of the additional programming during the Grand Prix. Erren's bleeding a good bit here.
Yeah, that kick really did a number on him. The scuff of the boots.
1, 2.
A 2 count there off of that hammerlock lariat. And now, the end game! Into a cover!
Oh.
Erren's busted open, he's trying to put an end to it now. ZC Woods manages to survive the end game, takes a series of kicks, goes for a headlock driver, and now he is calling for the end.
Yeah, both these guys
off
trying
the
to wrap
ropes.
this one up quick.
Ooh, Erren dodges out of the way, very intelligent. Woods tries to sneak behind Erren with a swift counter.
Tip up. Erren looking a bit more like himself this week.
Yeah, a little bit more. Still not the usual excitable entrance that we see from him, but he's performing a lot less, with a lot less ferocity. I wouldn't necessarily say that he is less active, but he seems less angry. Still angry, but less angry. Maybe he's getting some of that steam off of his chest so far.
Oh, and now he's thinking about flying.
Up Tornillo landing on his feet. Oh my God, but a Uranagi on the outside.
Well, Erren gets to the ring first, so I was going to say at first maybe that was going to backfire for him, but it didn't.
Well, he got up and then he immediately rolled inside, so he was clearly not feeling that outside pressure. And now he's taking a Samoan drop. ZC Woods shifts the shoulder and drops the elbow right on the busted open forehead. Goes for the 3. Erren manages to survive. And now, huge DDT from ZC. He is feeling it here as we are going back and forth again, blow for blow. ZC Woods is roaring, goes for the super kick. Erren counters, rewinds, and locks in on the leg. But you can see the damage. That busted open cut on his skull is bleeding more and more as the match goes on, and as Woods continues to target it.
No, still another kick out there.
Erren goes to try and lift Woods. Woods tries to counter Erren with the back switch. Woods with a hooked kick.
God,
Superman punch.
So much.
Super kick. And Woods is stalking. He's looking for the finish. But Erren catches him.
Oh my God.
Rolls through.
I thought he was thinking GTS there for a second.
But he hits an end game instead. 1, 2, 3.
Wow. Oh, Erren, what a brawl that ended up being, but Erren Payne picking up a victory on TC Wukon to 0-3. That is a shocker.
Well, that is a rough spot for the troubled child. All right, I know Hera said she had some things that she was going to announce later tonight. We'll have to see exactly what that is, but feels like a lot has been happening on the show so far.
Is this a bit big news?
Yeah, I don't think he's going to show up on our screen anytime soon. It was always great. That would be nice.
But for now, let's see what our current GM has to announce.
Oh.
I guess we're getting a national championship update for the women's division here.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Something gun. She just challenged the roster to Queen of the Hill.
I mean, it wasn't a confirmed match, so I would definitely call that jumping the gun. Can't really announce something like that for a big pay-per-view and not have it at least somewhat confirmed first.
Definitely throw out the challenge is what I think she was doing. But now it's a #1 contenders match for the national championship, and I think she's going to have opinions on that one, but she is not here tonight.
Yeah, I think Charlie might as well, because it sounds like the first qualifier is going to involve someone Charlie is not fond of, in Nishi Kazumi. All right.
Okay, there's some big news.
And that clarifies.
Oh!
Oh! I guess Ray accepted the challenge. Huh?
Why? She's not here!
Oh, getting her a match on the anniversary show. Cool.
She probably won't complain about that, actually.
I think she might.
Now she's gonna be mad about it.
Oh, I think she really might.
Yeah, I don't understand what these authority figures have against Bia Quinn, but they need to get their shit together. This has gotta stop. This has got to stop.
And all they did was book her in a match, so. And just like Harris said, the first of the Queen of Hill qualifiers coming up right now with Nishi Kazumi taking on Nephthys. It's a very interesting match.
This could be like a main event pay-per-view match.
I mean, it could be, yeah. This will be a very interesting one because, as we know, Nephthys beat Bia Quinn not long ago. And this would actually be kind of, assuming Bia manages to make it into the Queen of the Hill as well in her qualifier, that could be an opportunity for Bia to get revenge. However, on the flip side, if Bia makes it in and Nishi wins this match, it would actually be an opportunity for Nishi to get revenge on Bia for losing at Victory Lane.
I'm just shocked if Nishi holds the grudges like that.
I mean, I
never know.
Yeah, you never know for sure. I don't get to talk to Nishi that often. I think every competitor at least has a competitive grudge. If they lose to somebody, they want to be able to prove they can beat them.
Here's a woman who wants to beat Bia Quinn again, for sure, so she's definitely going to be looking to win this match.
And we'll have to see exactly how this goes, because these are two that I don't know if they've actually had the opportunity to go one-on-one yet. There's a lot of things that I can't say for sure, because we've been going on quite a while, and my record books do not list individual matches. I don't have a matchup registry, if you say. And digging through old shows is a lot harder when we're coming up on episode 50 of just Ignition, mind you. There's also like 31 episodes of High Gear and a bunch of making models and overclocks and pay-per-views. Oh my god. SOW's on over 100 total shows, I think, now.
What a crazy first year it has been.
Absolutely.
We're 2 weeks away from our first anniversary show, episode 50.
Yep, episode 50, Fuel Cell Victory Lap, where the main event will be Byron Mitchell against El Rey de Guerra for that National Heavyweight Championship. That is a very interesting match. It'll be something to look out for sure, as, oh my god, Nishi just said, nah, you're not gonna hit that Frankensteiner on me. Power bombs. Nephthys. Now we're back and forth. Nephthys with the strikes to the chin. Nishi with the kicks to the gut. Sends Nephthys down to the mat.
A little body shot there from Nephthys, and now some slaps.
And these stiff palm strikes around the High Priestess, inflicting good amounts of damage on the North Star. But Nephthys not stopping her offense. She hits a huge backdrop from the top. Picks her back up, goes for a dragon suplex, but Nephthys with the counter reverses into an arm drag. And now she sends Nishi into the other corner. Nishi counters with a body slam, goes up top, but Nephthys catches her.
Oh, anti-air drop kick, but Nishi's up first anyway.
And Nephthys clearly feeling the effects still from that backdrop just a bit ago. Now she's looking to inflict damage herself with a Meteora in the corner. And Nishi back up again. The resilience of the North Star is to be commended. I've heard that she is actually, since Meiji has been back in SOW, she has been resuming her training under him. So we'll have to see if that bears fruit.
She's willing to do clearly whatever it takes to try and get championship around her waist.
And Nishi has had a rough time when it comes to winning titles in SOW. She's gotten close several times, but always seems to fall just short of the finish.
Yeah, she didn't get title matches for days. I mean, and I don't mean it's like she's given them. She earns them, right? Week in, week out, month in, month out. But when it comes time for those big matches, he's continuously fallen just short. And you know that you were implying earlier about the competitive edge of another anti-air drop kick from Neftis.
This time both women up at the same time.
But not being able to win those title matches is gotta be eating away at her.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I can't imagine how she's feeling every time she steps in that ring, knowing that she could be having a title around her waist if she had just a little more resilience. Maybe that's why, like we were saying earlier, that she's gone back into the training with Meiji. Huge super kick right to the gut, lifts her up.
Oh my God.
A roundhouse back kick could put this away. If she had gone for the cover, I think that could have been a 3.
She didn't even try, which is a very interesting strategy.
I think she thought maybe with how Nishi's been recovering so quickly that wouldn't be enough. She was going to try to put on more damage, and Nishi now taking that opportunity to counter and take back the advantage. Forcing Neftis to fight her own way back in. This has been a fairly back and forth match. Oh my God! A spinning kick into a huge drop kick, follows it up with a running senton.
Strike exchange. Oh, wait a minute. You can feel the impact. Neftis getting the victory. Both were down for just a moment, but they are not pulling their punches or kicks in this match whatsoever. Kind of showing off what Gori is capable of. Women's Joshi style wrestling in general.
And Nishi now with these Meiji Kaito style drop kicks, low drop kicks to the knee, high drop kicks to the skull. Counters that German with the Snapdragon suplex. But Neftis recovers and sends Nishi into the corner. A drop kick to the chest. Frankensteiner sends her to center, but Nishi back up. Neftis with the Northern Lights.
Beautiful bridge. Oh, almost gets the 3, but Nishi picks up
Stellar
the 2nd.
Polaris.
Out of nowhere.
Almost got the 3, but Neftis surviving it. I don't think anybody in the crowd can believe that. They thought it was over there. Another big drop kick from Nishi. Moonsault drops the double knees onto Neftis' gut. But Neftis fighting back with that huge front drop kick. And a dragon screw from the High Priestess followed by another. And now she's locking her up for the Immortal. Nishi
forced her way out.
Yeah, manages to survive it. Nishi goes for a Frankensteiner, gets powerbombed by Neftis. Now it's Neftis stalking in the corner. She's got a lot of distance to cover, but she hits it, the Meteora! And Nishi survives! Nishi sending Neftis to the outside. And she's lined it up. She's about to fly. Swan dives, missile drop kick to the outside. Nishi immediately back in the ring. She did the damage she wanted to do. And she made Neftis get back under her own power. Neftis went for another Northern Lights there, but Nishi caught her in a front headlock.
Break force.
Oh my God, leg trapped into the brain buster. And now,
again.
She's looking for it again. The Immortal. It's locked up tight, but Nishi grabs the ropes. I don't think she was gonna break out of it a second time. So she needed the ropes to survive it.
Now going up top.
Counter.
Countered. Oh my god.
Meteor! And she's not done. From the top. Meteor again. That, oh my god.
What? How is Nishi able to kick out of that and go on the offensive?
A Polaris knee strike. Could that do it? Yes. Nishi manages to sneak out the victory at the last second. I honestly think that is going to need a rematch as soon as possible. Why? I don't want to hear from him. You want to hear from him? No?
But maybe he, I don't know, something's interviewed and he was apparently played by the Paradise.
I mean, supposedly, yes. Maybe that's,
I believe what Kevin Daniels said.
maybe that's what he's going to talk about. He's going to complain about that.
Okay.
What? Win your own matches, dude. Like, what do you mean returning the favor? There are no favors here. It's just, other than, you know, the annoying ones that Kevin Daniels seems to get. Is he trying to spin this as he's been losing on purpose or something? Is that what's going on?
He's such a fucking loser.
Yeah, I don't think it was that title defense that made people, you know, excited about the Ignition Championship. I'm pretty sure it was the one where he defended against Kurata Hideaki on Victory Lane. I think that was the one where people were like, yeah, this title is cool as hell. And so is Erren. Wait, I think people were thinking that about Erren long before that.
Hey! Fuck you!
What do I have to do? What do we have to do with this? Leave us out of this. God damn, man.
Can Harris just pull his mic?
I mean, she might have to soon. What?
I can't believe I'm saying this, but am I excited to hear from Kevin Daniels?
I hate the voice of reason right now. It's Kevin Daniels.
This is the worst timeline.
But he had... Yeah. He had two of them.
Oh,
Wait, what?
suit match?
Yeah, I would say FTL definitely not dressed to wrestle, and I mean, I don't really think Kevin is either, but you know, assuming he really is Death Panther and this isn't just a clever ruse. As I was saying before, I was so rudely cut off by the commercial break. Assuming this is Death Panther and not just some clever ruse, I wouldn't be shocked if he could go in jeans.
We'll probably find out in this match. This is the first time we're seeing Kevin Daniels wrestle, and it's looking a little familiar to me already.
Yeah, that's a very famous series of kicks on the ground and opponent, and now the high knees.
He really is Death Panther.
Oh my God, the arm trap dragon screw as well, and the shock fracture. Holy shit, it really is him!
Give up.
What the hell? I really wanted that to be another Kevin Daniels live.
I mean, I think a lot of people did, but he's wrestling the exact style down to, I mean, it's perfect. If he was just
there's no doubt in my mind on it. There's no way you can make this.
Yeah, like the only way you could is if you were trained by Death Panther from day one to wrestle exactly like him. And given Kevin Daniels and Death Panther, I mean, they are, as far as we know, records-wise, the same age. And they've been in the business exactly the same amount of time. It'd be kind of impossible for that to be the case. A butterfly suplex looking to end this early.
Right now, FTL is struggling to get anything resembling offense, and this has been the most strikes he's gotten in, and it took an exchange to get there.
I mean, Kevin Daniels is literally letting him lay these blows in. And he sends him to the mat in pain. Doesn't even waver a bit on his own, and now, once again, locking the limbs up. Punishing FTL, but FTL won't give up. Kevin Daniels releases it. He's going for that breakdown backdrop. Oh.
There's an eye poke, but he's acting like that won him the championship.
He's acting like that did something. Oh my God!
Jesus
On the
Christ.
outside, the breakdown!
Oh!
And Kevin Daniels said, no, none of that. Not here. Drops the knee onto the mat. Tearing up these legs of FTL. No mercy whatsoever. And the bleak future bomb. But FTL refuses to give in. Even as he's kind of getting his ass beat here. I don't think Kevin Daniels looks concerned that FTL is kicking out. In fact, he's kind of smiling as he continues to push in the pressure, put on the punishment.
Give up.
So he's deal more damage now.
And once again, he lets go. There's that high knee that... oh my God. If FTL knows what's good for him, he stays down. But
He doesn't.
He really wants to suffer all of this punishment. Off the ropes. The paralyzer. And oh, he crumbled. This is over.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, he crumbled to the mat after that.
Yeah, he might actually be knocked out right now.
And there is the theme of Death Panther as Kevin continues to lay in the punishment, waking him up with a kick and more kicks to the back. Alright, it is time for the last of our Grand Prix matches here tonight on Ignition. The rest of this round will be finished out on Make and Model 8. And then round 4 will happen on High Gear 32 and Make and Model 9. But right now, the Emperor is going to take on the reigning SOW World Heavyweight Champion, the Dragon Slayer Ryan Richardson, in the Grand Prix Emerald League.
This could headline any pay-per-view. I mean, this could be Victory Lane quality, world record quality. Two of the very best to ever lace their boots up in SOW, including our World Heavyweight Champion, Kastor, the greatest national heavyweight champion in company history. This is a I mean, if you're not tuned the fuck in, I don't know what you're doing. This is an incredible matchup for free.
Absolutely it is. Honestly, I would say that right now is probably the most anticipated match in the block segment of the Grand Prix. But we're starting early with the arm drags from Ryan.
I mean, this is a match that we could easily see again in the finals.
Very possible, yeah.
Block.
Well, in the final of the finals of the Grand Prix, the block finalists, if both Ryan and Kastor qualify, will wrestle against the other block finalists from the other league. But they could easily meet again in the finals. Huge overhead hammer blow from Kastor as now he's taunting the champion, demanding he get up. Ooh, Kastor goes to throw Ryan in the corner. Ryan counters, goes for a dropkick. Kastor avoids it. Intelligent
Kastor
wrestling.
has made a bunch of strong statements in these pre-tapes last week and this week.
Absolutely.
About Ryan specifically.
Kastor seems very confident that he will win here tonight against the champion.
Yeah, for sure. But he's also, I think, been looking forward to this match. I think it's the most he's talked about an opponent in a positive light possibly ever.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like the only one that comes even remotely close, I would say, is Jay Wukon. After Jay won the Eliminator against Kastor. And even then, I don't know if he had as much praise for him as he did for Ryan. And so far, Kastor's not letting Ryan get the offense off in the corner, fighting his way out each time. Ryan slips back into the ring. The two sends Kastor to the outside. And he's taking time to fire up the crowd here. A series of measured, strong middle kicks to the chest of the Emperor. And Kastor responds with a forearm hammer to the chest of the Dragon Slayer and a huge backdrop. That is a way to swing the momentum into the favor of the Emperor. And Ryan looks to reset the momentum by tossing him to the outside again. Smart wrestling from the Dragon Slayer.
Can a Dragon Slayer defeat an Emperor? That seems to be the big question of this match.
Oh, we saw right there, Kastor tried to go for that sliding Boston Crab, but Ryan with the swift knee to the face to counter it. Now a series of chops to the chest of the Emperor, machine gun style. Ryan's strikes are actually doing a good job of keeping the Emperor grounded. Kastor slightly on the back foot right now as they circle each other.
Strong kicks there from the world champion, but Kastor seems relatively unfazed.
Give up.
Nice roll through into the arm lock from Kastor, now following it up with a triangle scissors.
Give up.
Ooh, chop to the throat. But he gets caught with the drop kick this time. Ryan manages to land it. Kastor couldn't avoid it like he did before. And now Ryan's looking to set him up top. And a Frankensteiner from the top rope locks in the leg.
Give up.
You can hear the crowd is
This is awesome chance.
they're already fired up. And I cannot blame them. This match has been exactly what we would have expected from these two to this point.
Yep. These fans knew they were getting something special tonight. Two of the very best in SOW.
10
We are now
minutes.
halfway through.
Yeah, halfway through this 20-minute match. Ryan looking for a pin, but can only get a 1 right now. Knocking Kastor out for 3 seconds is probably one of the hardest things you can do in wrestling. Ryan locking in that Indian deathlock.
Give up.
Kastor right back on the offense himself. Series of hammers to the chest. Ryan tries to catch him in a headlock, gets tossed to the ropes and chopped down. Now it's Kastor going for the cover. Ryan kicking out right at 1.
Barely a 1 count there, I think.
Absolutely.
Now chops. Oh, and Ryan's starting to feel himself a little bit. This kind of match is the kind of stuff he loves, though.
With this very back and forth technical strikes, technical submissions.
May have just kind of a burning lariat attempt there.
Very possible. Ryan countering with an arm drag, goes for a cover again. You're seeing these covers after very simple moves. That's because both of these men are well aware that anything can end a match. Anything can take somebody out for 3 seconds. Huge chop to the throat and back into the triangle choke. The chop to the throat to disorient the breathing into the choke. Very intelligent strategy from the Emperor, who goes for another headlock, but this time it's Ryan countering. Huge chop to now Kastor's throat. And Ryan is tossed into the ropes and chopped down with authority. You can hear that resonate throughout the arena.
Yeah, neither men holding back anything in their chops. Oh!
Orange.
That was a good feat of strength.
Yeah, the Orange Crush powerbomb landing square on Kastor. Chop to the throat again, and once again following it immediately with a choke.
Give up. Break. Break.
Ryan, that free arm just barely grabbing the ropes. Kastor choosing not to break immediately, trying to take a little more breath out of the Dragon Slayer's lungs. Wait a minute, the Diamond Head! And now, into the cattle mutilation, the move with which he won the World Championship. But Kastor not willing to tap. Ryan chains it into the lapel lock.
Give up.
Gonna make him pass out.
Give up.
But not yet. Kastor manages to break the hold. He doesn't get the ropes. But Ryan pulls him. He actually, maybe he let go of it so he can pull Kastor away.
It's not working.
Now Kastor will not submit. He made it back to the ropes. Ryan tried to let go of the hold again. Looks like he was going to try another strategy there. But Kastor is countered. And now he's starting with the bombs. Ryan slips up.
Oh, Ryan possibly saved himself and his perfect record
Just
by not
barely.
allowing Kastor to go for those multiple power bombs.
Yeah, he knew what would happen if he took another, and even though he was reeling from the pain, he got up immediately off the ropes. DDT. Kastor's up first. Big knee drop. A second one. Oh, the arm trap machine suplex there.
Attempt at picking up Kastor dead weight, but he countered very nicely.
And now Ryan, arm breaker. He picks Kastor up. And the half and half suplex, but Kastor fetches the ropes. Ryan, back into the lapel lock. And Kastor had no option. He couldn't move. He had to tap out.
sure he's not passed out. He's not moving.
No, I saw the hand tap. All right, folks, that's all we have for Ignition tonight. As always, I have been your lead analyst, Devil D, here with my commentating partner.
MD Punk.
And we are signing off.